I'll start with a quick review for this book, Media Control by Noam Chomsky. It's not really a book, it's very short. It's only an hour worth of listening. And it's a lecture, it's not a book. So it's pretty good. I liked how quick it was. But I'm going to end up giving this 4 stars because I like the idea. I like his main idea about how media is being controlled, that yes, there is no one in the background of media tells you what to think, but the fact that you're there means that you think like they want you to think. It's an interesting idea. And again, it's a short idea. Didn't rumble too much. He has this tendency to rumble about things that are not directly related, and he rumbles about them way too long. He had a little bit of that here, but not too long because this whole thing is not too long, so that was good. Let's see the notes. According to one, we need to protect people from themselves since they don't understand what they're doing. That's one reason why they came up with media and propaganda and everything, because, or I think it also the same people who came up with the idea that people should not have the ability to vote. The bewildered crowd needs to be distracted. So it's according to the same theory of having media control, propaganda and everything, because the bewildered crowd has to be distracted. They cannot understand what's really going on, and they have to be distracted so they won't break things up. Propaganda is used in democracies because totalitarianism is not supported. That's what they use in democracies. They can't use force, so they use propaganda. Propaganda changes the narrative to something you can't be against. For example, support our troop instead of the policy itself. So that's what propaganda does. It changes the narrative. So instead of debating the idea of should we go to war, there is this support our troop, which you cannot be against because you don't want to be against. You do not support our troops. That's not a good stance to be. So they put everything in those under those narratives. So you're either against us or with us, even though this is not the case. One way to keep the public distracted is by creating enemies and instill fear. It used to be Russia and then some South American countries and so on. That's one of the ways to keep the public distracted, because since they have the right to vote, the media or whatever people in power want to distract people. So they have enemies, they create enemies, so they think about the enemies instead of the actual problems. It used to be Russia with the Cold War, the nuclear war, socialism, and then South American countries, they had some issues there and so on, and could be argued. You didn't go through it, but terrorism is the same. So that is for this, for the notes. And again, it's an interesting, quick overview. Interesting idea. I would recommend. It's a quick listen or quick read. I don't know if it's available in reading, so I would recommend 4 out of 5. Thank you.